Greetings, Sister Witches and Amazons. I'm Lori the Witchcrafter. And today I'm thinking about Candlemas, which is the next holiday that's coming up in the Wheel of the Year. It's winter time. It's the season of the matriarch, that wise woman who keeps us grounded in her wisdom. In this winter season, we look to the north, again, as a grounding element, that place that keeps us from floating away, right? Very grounding energy. And again, the element of winter is earth. Still that grounding, nurturing, feeding energy. And here's my Candlemas card. So Candlemas is traditionally when new witches begin their year in a day study. Now, a year in a day study is designed to teach the basic practices and theology to new witches in any tradition. In our tradition, it's a little bit different. Our new witches craft their way through a year in a day study. So the first one involves, of course, making these cards. And we're going to get started with that right away. But first I want to say that no matter what tradition you're in, whether you're following the Amazon tradition, year in a day study, or whether you're a druid or strega or any other variety of witch, you can certainly make your own cards. It's a wonderful, creative, energetic way to study your tradition. So I talked a little bit about it at the introductory video. Excuse me. You can do this a couple of ways. You can cut and paste the old-fashioned way, which I'll do a little bit of as a demonstration, but you can also cut and paste pictures off of Amazon, off of Google or Bing or any of those search engines, particular colors and pictures and images that you like, and just literally cut and paste from the internet and put them right on the card, and then just print them out. You can create your own back. You don't have to use this one. However, this template and the images on the back, or the image on the back, is on the Witchcrafter website, and you can download it for free. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that, and then come back and join us, and we'll get started on cutting and pasting the old-fashioned way using WeMoon and other sources that I have. So here we go to the work table. Okay, so here I am at the work table, and I've just printed out the spring suit of the cards. So I'm going to start breaking those apart. It's pretty simple. Just fold over. They're already pre-creased for us. You just print on both sides. And you just start ripping them apart. Set those aside for a minute. And then we take our, let's see, this one is from 2015, WeMoon, and it just has some really magnificent pictures in it. So I look at this one right away, and I think the Mistress in the summer. So I'm going to save her and not cut her out. But here we go. Here's a picture that definitely makes me think of planting mass. And that is in the spring. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Oh, and here's one that definitely makes me think of the maiden. So I'm going to go ahead and cut her out. Oh, and I love this one for the maiden as well. So I'm going to grab that. And there's one more that I really like for the maiden. Okay, now I'm going to take and find my maiden card. There she is. And I think of the maiden as a little girl. I do not think of her in the way that some other traditions think of her. I think of her as a very young girl, before puberty. Yeah, that's what I think of. So let's go ahead and cut this card out. And then we just simply start arranging, and there's no right or wrong. Don't get hung up on anything. I think that looks fabulous. Two little girls playing. How fun is that? Let's see, I'm going to save this one for planting mass, so that'll be later. I definitely want to get this little girl in there, so I think I'm going to just cut her out. And let's see, maybe we can do some rearranging here. You know, I'm thinking that might be enough. That might be enough. And then I'm going to grab some of these colors and throw in around it. I'll slip them right under there. Because that's very springy looking to me. And we get a little bit more down here. Let's see about, well, let's take this piece. And we could slip that right under there. And that gives our card a nice finished look. At least it does to me. Again, you can make your cards any way you want. You might have a daughter or a granddaughter, and you'd like to, you know, take a picture of her and get it on your maiden card. How wonderful would that be? Yeah, so I like that. I like that a lot. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is separate these off. Grab the glue stick. And it doesn't take a lot of glue because you're going to turn right around and laminate these. So I just give them right around the edge. Take it right to the edge of the card. And that looks good. Get my other one that I wanted on there. Glue that up. Actually, I think I want to slide this down a little bit. It's not too late if you work quickly. So I wanted to get on as much of that flowers as possible. There we go. Glue this one. Glue that one. There we go. And there she is, my new maiden card. Okay, so I'm gonna stop filming for a minute and do up 4 more cards, and then we'll get back and laminate them. Okay, so now I have finished all 4 cards and gotten the maiden glued on. And the east. And Ostara. I just cut her out as one big picture because I couldn't bear to lose the energy of the total picture. And then this one just really moved me for planting mass with the woman here holding the plant in her hand. That's just an amazing picture. And then all this greenery growing up and out of the earth. I think that's just a really nice combination. So now we're going to laminate them. So you can buy these laminating sheets, any office supply store. Just lay them in there. Make sure that you have enough room around each one so that you can cut on the clear plastic without having to cut any of the card itself when you cut it out of the plastic. Okay. And so you fold that back down over. And here we go. You have to be careful and hold it so the top cards don't slide down. And there we have them. Okay, so now we're just going to cut them out. So there we have them, 4 cards. Now, I want to say a bit about how to use these cards. I don't think of them as a traditional divining tool that other cards are, other tarot decks. I would definitely, and do definitely, use these when I approach a question in my life. You know, what should I do? And it really is about doing, okay? So I only draw, when I use this deck, I only draw 1 card. And then I do what the card is. So, for instance, if I approached a question and I drew the Maiden card, the Maiden card isn't necessarily the ultimate answer. But if I go out and play like the Maiden, I'll come up with my own answer. If I was to draw the Planting Mask card, chances are if I go out and do some gardening, plant a potted plant, do some weeding, whatever it is that's about growing plants, growing things, maybe some trimming, mowing the lawn, whatever it is outdoors with plants, I'll probably find my answer in doing that. So that's how these cards are designed to work. If I was to draw Ostara, I might sit down and write an Ostara ritual. And in doing that, I'll find my answer. So these are really about activities. If I drew the East card, I may take a drive to the east in the morning and see what answers come to me as I'm driving towards the rising sun. So it's that simple. They're not divination in anything other than answering questions, helping you find your answers to the questions you have. Because everything's inside of you. She is, you are. So meet the goddess in the womb of your imagination. And that's what these cards help you to do. So that's about it. Next time we'll start crafting a Book of Shadows. So that will be our next spring crafting. So we'll see you then, and thank you for joining. And if you like it, if you like this video, you like the other ones, be sure and subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it.